We really appreciate
Exactly.
people trying us out. But yeah, you can see
So
we shared this. We were expecting this. We told our members, and we personally sold a good amount of our spot positions that we had bought earlier when we saw, the breakout. We were like, it's time to maybe buy back in. Things are looking good. And basically, a
yeah,
month ago, we were like, hey, things are looking like we maybe hit a top here. Let's like reduce our risk. I think in the message to our members, we said it's time to off risk or shift our risk assets into something, potentially different. That could mean selling spot. That could mean opening short sales. However, your own risk tolerance is, that is going to be up to you, of course.
yeah,
But yeah, so we were able to kind of like give this impression of what the market was doing at this stage in the price action.
yeah.
And
This was like more than a month ago, and this is where we shared the last video too. It made a lower high, and then the deal was that if it bounces on the strength band and then it keeps within the channel, then you could see it still stay within the channel and then just keep chopping and ranging.
yeah,
Or if it loses support, the trading buddy, our indicator strength band, or if it loses the bottom of the channel, then it's like the we're gonna accelerate into the downward trend.
yeah,
And today, as we're recording this,
literally right
ETH,
as we speak.
oof, I
Ooh.
had my line. These are all the lines that I had
Also,
gone out.
look at that ETH price right now. It says there's 6 days and 23 hours left on the weekly candle. That weekly
Yeah,
candle is 1 hour old. To pull that
yeah,
much, yeah, that happened in the last hour, and it's
yeah. In the
almost as
last
big as.
hour, it actually wicked all the way down. We got a 21% drop in just
That's
an hour, so that
brutal.
could, yeah,
It's
that's brutal.
it is the
So, and
weekend, so it's still Sunday. It's something to keep in mind, but man, ooh, it's lovely to have this
and
TA on our side before all this shit hits the fan.
yeah, exactly. And what's also interesting is like with Ethereum, we have a bear print with our indicator. We still don't have the band to change color, even though it looks like it might happen
Yeah,
soon.
it's coming up.
But we had a bear signal last week, actually. Uh, before
Yeah.
the dump started accelerating. And if the strength band changes color like red to match the bear print, then that's confirmed that we
Trend
are in a
reversing.
bear trend.
Yeah. And
And this is a weekly chart. So, of course, on the sort of like if you look at the 4 hour, it printed bear like 3.2K. So, like, yeah,
yeah.
it dumped 34%,
That's yeah, I was saying that right before we
after.
went live. I was looking at some of my short sell positions, and I have a few short sells that are just using like 1x leverage. So basically just shifting my exposure, or I guess in reality, changing my risk asset away from my Ethereum onto my dollars. So now the position itself isn't going to change in dollar amount. It's the Ethereum amount that's changing. And that position was up over 30% in the past week. And that's on a 1x spot Ethereum short sell. It's
Yeah,
insane
that's
how
crazy.
aggressive the market is moving.
So now, in terms of next steps, I mean, we have more supports down, but like 1.9K for ETH, that's like major, basically, that's monthly and quarterly support. Like, if we lose that, uh,
That's goodbye
that's
bulls.
definitely, yeah, that's like definitely bear market.
Yeah.
Uh, I see there's like a sort of trend line.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
So we do have a
I just
bit.
saw this now.
We do have a bit of hope, kind of there, maybe. Because even with this aggressive sell-off, like we're looking still now for like Sid is describing, we're looking for the strength band to flip red on the weekly. We're looking for
Yeah,
the daily to kind of like close in this way, and the reason for that is because we want confirmation that this isn't just
yeah,
a bear trap or some kind of like crazy volatility on the back of some market events. For example, like that VC fund today, Jump
yeah.
trade
Jump trading.
got
They've been
liquidated.
selling for the past, or basically, from what I know, is that the CTFC had started an investigation into them like a few weeks ago,
Yeah,
recently, and for and it's been found through like on-chain analysis or whatever, people like tracking their wallets, that they've been actually selling uh, a lot of Ethereum. I
Hmm.
mean, possibly Bitcoin too, but like the person who was tracking was just tracking the Ethereum wallet, because ever since the ETF launched, they've been selling like millions of dollars worth of ETH,
Yeah.
jump trading. And the CEO actually like left the company like a few weeks ago, or last week or something.
Hmm.
So, and they're one of the biggest market makers in crypto. They've been
Yeah.
around for some time now.
The
They
on
were,
the on-chain data showed about $400 million worth of selling, which is not insignificant,
yeah,
you know?
no, and that was before this today's dump. So like
Yeah. Yeah.
they might have like sold a lot more today, but yeah, so like they've been selling, and like I guess like other whales have also been selling. And
Yeah.
just from a chart perspective, like,
Yeah,
I
which
mean, we
is
trade the chart,
that's
but
our true north here.
it
Yeah.
looked, yeah, it looked like a lower high. And just going by the chart, lower high, another lower high, same thing as here. Like, each time you get a lower high, then that's a further confirmation of a downtrend.
Yeah, especially in a
And
weekly
that's
time frame. That's a pretty like that's a signal that should hold some weight. You know, that time frame
exactly,
isn't something that gets faked out by such moves often, which is what we were saying about a month ago.
exactly. So now if now that like Ethereum of course has like lost the channel, so like if it were to do a retest pump, which it has to at some point, whether like it goes here, and then it has to retest
The
this
the
channel,
bottom of the
so
channel, yeah, that becomes like the resistance now. And so
resistant.
what we really like desperately need if we want to see this stay bullish, especially on these lower time frames, is we need to have that retest push through and back into the channel, and then start bouncing around within that channel again. This needs to happen
Yeah,
pretty quickly for it to not be very dire.